Hello YouTube. Today I just wanted to show my 4D breeder with my fire-bellied toads. I have 4 of them in here. I have pea gravel from the Home Depot as a drainage layer, window screen mesh, and then something resembling an ABG mix on top of that. I have a few different vivarium plants. This Wandering Jew, which I got from Home Depot. That aluminum plant, which I got from Home Depot. There's another one in the back there. This Alocasia, which I got from Josh's Frogs. Pretty much every other plant I got from Josh's Frogs. So the Syngonium podophyllum there, Syngonium podophyllum in the back, Bromeliad, Neoregelia fireball. I have a few different terrestrial mosses in here and a few different, one aquatic moss, Java moss. I also have Aricia flutans, a liverwort in here. I also have a few temperate liverworts and mosses that I gathered from my backyard. I have a rabbit fern in the back, but it's kind of dying off. I gotta get more light on this tank, because all it has is this one T5 bulb. No, everything is doing alright, but I do have to go in there and trim these plants because especially the Wandering Jew, is getting out of control, and I want some of my other plants to establish. I have some Ficus pumila and some Ficus pumila quercifolia in the back as well. The toads always hide. I hardly ever see them. There's one right there, one in the water over there, there's a cork round, and one is sitting in there, but I don't think you can see it on video. And the fourth one, I don't know where that is. I have some sort of club moss right there. I think it's called Selaginella or something. I don't know. There's some crickets living in here that the toads feed on. The glass is pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it since I set this up a year ago. This has a DIY expanding foam background. You know, just put the foam on there, covered in silicone, pat some dirt into it. You can see that in a lot of places it fell off, and it's not very humid in there despite the lid, because I don't spray it very often, so not a lot of moss growth has happened yet. But I will be trying to cover all those places up with moss. So the only water in here is the water bowl, which I change out every few days. I am going to... Oh, another interesting fact. I bought this from a thrift store because it was broken. And so I just patched it up with a bigger piece of plastic than was necessary. I could have just cut it like that, now that I think about it. You know, but it's alright. Just take a piece of plastic, smear silicone all over it, and mash it on the inside. But I still didn't trust it, and so that's the reason this became a vivarium instead of an aquarium. I think the last time I showed this tank was about a year ago, and it was very different. A lot of growth has happened since then. but it's not nearly done. I think what I'll do is I'll cut away this third of the tank, make this into a water feature for them, because I think that they really do need a place to swim. Despite that water bowl, I think they'd like to swim. Yeah. That's about it, really. Let's see, I put a few different pieces of driftwood that I collected locally and baked